What's wrong with Kodak Black? What is wrong with Kodak Black? Your boy out here acting up. Your boy out here look like he done lost his doggone mind. At the same time, like somebody say, when we see them acting in a certain manner, that they is not only central products, and I will not believe it. What it do? What it do? How's y'all living? How's everything going? Let me go ahead on the pot that right there. Do that right there. Push that right there. Shout out to G. Shout out to G for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. That's what I'm talking about. Now look. Hold on, I gotta see what song this is. Oh, dog, I can't hear. I got to say this right here. Little mama loose. She is loose like a goose out here. Man, come on in. Baltimore's in there, bitch. Say, at work with it, though. Waiting on my paid holiday. Ooh, y'all get paid on your paid holiday. Listen, the 4th is on Friday. 4th is on Friday. Listen, let me put y'all up on some game real quick. Real quick, while y'all go ahead on and get the thumbs up button. Y'all already know how they be treating the player. Help a player out. Listen, make them look bad. Don't make me look bad. Make them people look bad. Y'all know it's white supremacy. Y'all do know that it's white supremacy that's holding me back. Come on now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, she look like she could be bad about it, but you never know. Anyway, you never know. Let make these people look bad. Don't make me look bad. I'm here to help you. Let me help me to help you help yourself out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to bring y'all that educational, informative fight here sometime when I get a chance. Sometimes y'all bring the information to me. And hey, we just share some stuff like a STD. That's what I'm talking about. Tennessee is up in the building. What it do? Oakland, Oklahoma City. Up in the building, say the D is in the building, though. What up, Willie? What's happening? The 718 Jamaica Queens is in the building. Say, hey there, Willie. A 253 is in the place to be. Say the Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say what poppin' past the lake at 30 minutes to 5. Let me go ahead on to bring that on round now to you so I can give y'all that deep little beer white voice still like that. I be trying some stuff. I gotta work on my range. Because I do got range. I have been in like a few movies. I've been in a few movies in the community. If y'all don't believe me, well, it's kind of like when y'all used to go to the club and say, we making the movie. We in the club, like the pumping, like they use the term, we making the movie when we go to the club. So I done been in like a whole bunch of movies out here. Stuff that I ain't get paid for, you know what I'm saying? But I did things for like promotional purposes. The 281, Houston, Texas. Hey, Willie, hey, chat. What it do? He say, Willie, don't do that. I get chills. Oh, you talking about these right here? All right, let me remove it from the microphone and like hold it over here or something and just do it just a little slow. But let me go ahead and put them back down. All right. I'm going to use them later. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try to keep it away. I'm going to try to, mask it from the microphone. Man. I had a lot going on. Early and stuff like that right there. I be procrastinating sometime though, man. Like, I don't be wanting to procrastinate. Say no, the voice close to the mic. Yeah. Yeah, I might go ahead on and try to get into... I be trying to be serious sometimes, y'all, but I can't. Like when I'm serious, I'm not joking. But when I'm like playing like I'm serious, I be joking and I be laughing and I can't control it sometimes. Like unless somebody get paid for it. Like unless somebody get paid and I got to perform, then I will go ahead on and do that right there. But I be having such a good time though. Give y'all such a pat on the back, man, because y'all still alive out here in these streets. Shot time to check it on in for that 5. What to do? Y'all, we got 66 likes. I know that we could do better than that right there. The 334 the Gump Monkey Town is up in the building. So let's get these likes up early for our hood news reporter, Willie. I appreciate that right there. I'm trying to get the numbers up. But listen, I ain't even much going to make y'all wait. Because a lot of times it's not y'all fault. I done saw a few things. I see a few sad stories. We got a few sad stories as if the majority of the news that I be presenting isn't sad, but we got some real sad stuff. Yeah, real sad stuff that I'm just finna go ahead on and point on that real quick to get y'all pumping, to get your blood flowing just a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Hospital live. I can't do that story because we ain't got no faces to go with that story right there. Definitely finna do that story right there. All right. We're going to start off with this right here. And keep on keeping on. I'm trying to do what I can with what I got. Now, I don't know if I had done showed y'all this update. I don't know if I did this update. I do not know if I did this update, but I'm finna go ahead on and do it now. So y'all let me know if I had done this update. About our sister out of Maryland, the Maryland daycare lady, the daycare owner, who got released after shooting her husband over child sex abuse. Did I tell y'all that she out now? Did I tell y'all that baby out now? I believe that this is the one who had met her husband at the hotel, and she confronted him and she shot him in self-defense or something like that right there, and or in defense of him sexually assaulting children. She out now. So y'all don't believe that I had done did it. All right, bam. He said I can't hunch my sister. It depends on how your sister look. You know, it depends on what you find attractive. In my mind, shout out to Hidden Hills for the $1 cash app. Say everybody send $1. Listen, if everybody in the building going on and send that little one, I'd be able to pay the rest of my bills off today. You know what I'm saying? Because bills is due today. Bills is due today. Need your support. Let me go and put this up on the screen. She out now. At least at the halfway house, if I'm not mistaken.
County daycare owner who shot her husband when she learned he was sexually abusing children has now been released from prison. She served most of her 4-year sentence, a punishment that outraged supporters who thought the judge was way too harsh. Tonight, WJZ investigator Mike Helgren speaks to Shantira Young from the halfway house she's staying at. And Mike, you are live with the exclusive that everyone has been waiting to see tonight.
Well, Rick, she was gracious, happy to talk to us. That halfway house where she's at right now is in Washington, D.C. She got there on Tuesday and expects to be in some sort of home confinement through December, but is looking forward to eventually rebuilding her life here in Maryland. Shantira Young is almost free after being in custody since July 2022 when she shot her then-husband, former Baltimore City police officer James Weems, after confronting him over allegations he'd been abusing children at her daycare.
Remember, she shot him not while he was in the act of abusing the child. He was at the hotel. She went to the hotel to ask him about the situation, or to confront him about the situation, and end up shooting and killing him. Now he's got 4 years, and she out now. Listen, shout out to Dada for the $1 cash out. Say for the hood news. That's what I'm talking about. I see what you just had done sent me. Hold on. Shout out to C-Note for the $9.99 super chat. You say, Willie, a homie had done asked me a question. He has his ex's clothes in his extra bedroom closet. He asked me what to do with it. She ghosted him, and he hasn't heard from her in 3 months. I said, let me ask Willie. I'm going to answer the question as soon as I finish with this story right here. I got you. Don't worry about it. Here we go.
Little Kids Castle in Owings Mills. What do you want people to know?
One of the things I really want to say is I thank everybody for the support that they have given me. It has really helped me get through my prison sentence, and I'm just really thankful for that. I'm glad to be out and at the halfway house, and I'm just looking forward to rebuilding and giving back to the community like I was before.
Shantira, yeah, that baby got 3 years for a body.
Testified against her ex-husband, who was convicted of rape and sexual abuse last year and sentenced to life in prison. Prosecutors built their case around a 10-year-old girl he abused inside the daycare's van.
The one thing I think that we need to know is that sexual abuse is not okay with children. A lot of times in the past, it has been covered up, and it's good that it's getting some type of notoriety to it so that we can stop it, we can help children and not accept this, especially from somebody who we all thought should have been protecting children and protecting the community at one point.
A judge in D.C., where the shooting occurred, sentenced Young to 4 years in prison, double what prosecutors requested. People around the world and here in Maryland expressed outrage at a punishment they believed was too harsh.
Because they asked the people who was not thinking logically. That's why the people was
world and here in Maryland expressed outrage at a punishment to 4 years in prison, double what prosecutors requested. People around the world and here in Maryland expressed outrage at a punishment they believed was too harsh.
Yes, people was outraged. In my mind, fools. In my mind, they went with their feelings instead of the actual evidence of what happened. They followed their feelings. Oh, but okay, but he did abuse the kid. That ain't got shit to do with why she got double the time that was asked for. Hell, she should have got more than that right there. Mind you, she knew the accusations that he had done abused a 10-year-old child. She knew of it because she had just got informed. The husband was at a hotel. I want y'all to understand this. She went to the hotel with a firearm. Do y'all understand? It should have been first-degree attempted murder. That's what it should have been. Mind you, she has this information. I'm finna go up here and check him, but I know I can't beat him. I'm so mad about what he did, I'm finna take my gun. I'm finna kill him. But he ended up living. They upset because the time that was given was 2 years more than they was asking for. She had a attempted first degree murder. Yeah, that shit was premeditated. And people was upset that she got 4 years. Yeah, fools. Because this thing sets a precedent of, okay, watch this. They never said whether he had, well, hell, he wasn't even proven guilty yet. It was accusations that he had done did it to a 10-year-old. Now, let's just say that the 10-year-old lied. Let's just say, because we're going to act like kids don't lie. Let's just say it. Come on now. Because she's just so upset. With no proof. It was just word of mouth. But she only got 4. I'm flabbergasted that she only got 4.
People around the world and here in Maryland expressed outrage at a punishment they believed was too harsh. Did you feel the support? Did you get those messages?
Absolutely. A lot of people wrote to me and, I was able to contact with a lot of people. I definitely felt the support. I think the support is what kept me sane in prison.
Anything you want to say to the community and those supporters who love you so much and who stood up for you throughout this?
I would just say thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of them. I'm definitely glad that the justice system saw what happened and he was sentenced to what he got, and that everybody can start trying to rebuild and move on.
This sets a precedent of if you hear an accusation, you can take the law in your own hands. I want y'all to understand that right there now. An accusation with no physical evidence, no video evidence, nothing. Just an accusation when we know human beings will lie. Yeah.
She says she has hope as far as rebuilding her life. She's not sure when she's getting out of that halfway house, but she is meeting with her agent today or tomorrow, so she should have some more clarity. She is just happy to be out of prison.
Do y'all understand? I would not be surprised if the system, if DCF them allows her to open up another daycare. Say, Willie, I lied my ass off as a kid to get out of ass whoopings. Yes, me too. I think the majority of kids who were subject to booty whoopings lied to not get the booty whoopings. Yeah, it's her word against his. It must be a new law about to come down out here in the doggone street. Because listen now. So a person can make the allegation of he sexually abused me. And now when you go do something to that person and you kill that person, now it's justified? All right. Maryland, y'all playing the wrong game. Now when y'all please remember this case for future references when this happens again, because it will happen again. I promise you. Listen, a person don't mind and knocking somebody off and getting 4 years or less in jail. That's nothing. You can do that time on your head. Right? That's nothing. Especially when you feel like you justified and about some child stuff and abuse stuff, you feel like the community, everybody got you. So it's nothing. What happens if it's not true? Huh? And mind you, yes, he got convicted for it, but she didn't know whether he was guilty or not when she did what she had done did. So just saying, move right along. Move right along. I ain't gonna talk your head off about the same thing. Hell nah. All right, bam. Bam, bam, bam. I told you we got a little bad news. All right. Did I do this right here? I don't think I did this one right here. We have a family. We have another family. I think I did. Nope, I didn't do this one because I saw this one once I had done got off. Oh, y'all, as you come on in, just go ahead and hit the thumbs ups. Just hit the thumbs up no matter where you at. No matter where you at, we screaming like everywhere on all of them colors. On purple, green, and blue. We everywhere. Give y'all a pat on the back. Did y'all just hit 100? I'm 21 after the hour and y'all just hit it. I can't. Hold on. This thing is just at 100. We need some more thumbs up then. We need some more thumbs up. Man, I'm running my damn mouth and all we got is 100. Some told me Willie just take off. I promise you, because I got some stuff to do. Man. I could have went on ahead and did my stuff. Got to be more careful. He say she did the community proud. Unfortunately, he survived. Free sis. No, say let her go. If you gotta let her go, God damn it, let her go. We have 103 with the thumbs up. I know that we can do better than 103. It's 22 past the hour. I was doing like a lot of talking. Like them like should have been way past that. This is crazy. Say, Willie, no cause, no show. Listen, boy, I got some stuff to do. I started off the show saying I be procrastinating sometime. But when my mind say, let's get it, let's get it. I get at it. You know what I'm saying? And I be procrastinating like on like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. So when my mind say, let's get it, I would actually complete 3, 4, 5 of those goals that I've been procrastinating on. You know, but I stopped today to come and do the show at goal number 3. No, I completed goal 3, but I could at least did by 2, 3 more for the time that I'm going to be here doing this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to feel bad. Shout out to Roshan for the $1 cash shot. You say, tell dude to have a yard sale with the clothes. Oh, damn it. I almost forgot. Glad that you had done said something. I almost forgot. All right. Let's go back to the super chat. Oh, I can't see the super chat no more. What happened to the chat? It was removed. What? Can I go to the fan funding? Oh, all right. I can see it right here. All right. Shout out to C-Note for the 999 super chat to say, Willie, a homie had done asked me. He has his ex's clothes in the extra bedroom closet. He asked me what should he do with the clothes. She ghosted him. He hasn't heard from her in 3 months. Shout out to the person who just had done said, tell her to say to Roshan tell him to have a yard sale with the clothes. I was gonna say the same thing. Sell that shit. Listen. I know it's gonna take some time to go through everything and present it. Well, if you have a yard sale, you don't have to rewash it. Well, if it's dirty, wash the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Put it on hangers and all that fly stuff right there. But if you're going to sell it online, then you have to go through everything, and you're going to need like a fold table. You get you like a fold table, you wash everything, you fold everything, you take pictures of everything, and then you upload if you're really trying to get the maximum amount of money for those items. Especially if she do designer clothes, you got to get the butter from the duck. But if you want it to go quick, you do a quick yard sale. You do your yard sale, you set it up right, you know what I'm saying, and you place everything. Make sure that the things is clean though. Make sure that the things is clean. I know she ghosted him and all that fly shit. You feeling some type of way, you ready to burn that little bitch shit, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead on and wash it. I know it's gonna hurt you hard to wash it handful. It's done tried you, done ghosted, done ran off with another dude and all that fly shit. Fold it up. Open up your garage, or if you is in like apartment, where if the person is in the apartment or something like that, tell them to, damn it, you get a fold table from Walmart or something for $17. Ask me how I know. Go around there, open it on up, bring it out in boxes and or bags, whichever one's easier, and post stuff up and just sit on out there and smoke your square. Black and mild, joint, Hennessy, you know, a little Ciroc or something like that. Hashtag P Diddy out here. Hell, everything must go for $1. I let all the designer go. Like if I'm really not trying to get that paper, $1 per item, you can get it. I got all type of skinny jeans and you know what I'm saying, little spandexes and stuff. And I don't know if you can sell another woman's panties. I don't know, but it depends on like if the panties is cute. So this your shoe. Somebody done buy. They buy panties out of Goodwill. He said that he originally buy the clothes. That's a good question too. That's a good question. Yes, you could do the for sale sign and post it on Facebook Marketplace that you was about to have a yard sale, a big blowout sale too. Make it cute. Get on Canva or something. Make up old flyer or something like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Big blowout sale. And y'all see what I just thought about? When I did like that, I thought real big. Make a 4th of July sale. Tell your partner to make a 4th of July sale. I promise. Everything must go for $1. $1 item. I'm trying to tell you something. $1 item on the 4th. And if they barbecue it too, you probably get like a free chicken wing or something. If you come on around there, you got to motivate people. You know what I'm saying? I know like these relationships, they can be heartbroken, but you got her clothes and she won't come back and get them. Don't even worry about it, baby. I got you. You say we do not celebrate the 4th of July. We celebrate June 19th. That's what's up, Juneteenth. Shout out all the Juneteenth heads out here. But that is the that's my response. That's my response and my way of helping. Don't throw that shit in the garbage. No. No, I know how a lot of people be like, man, ain't nobody got time to be dealing with that stuff right there. Which I had done said, it make you want to burn some shit up. Well, don't throw it away. At least sell it, give it away, or burn it. Don't just throw it in the garbage, though. Hell no. Light your grill with it or something. Shout out to Roshan for the $1 cash out. You say, clothes considered abandoned by now. Yes, it is. 3 months? Shit, I've been had this shit up for sale. See, now, it's a difference than if the girl that you with, she done left her stuff because she done died. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like sentimental and stuff, and you may want to give it to like her kids or aunties or something like that right there, or her mama if she can still fit the clothes that she had. You know what I'm saying? Then it's different. Yep. Don't just throw shit in the garbage. No. Don't do it. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. I love relationships, dog. I love relationships. I love the ins and the outs and the ups and the downs and the living and the dying and the choking and the cutting and the running over and the beating up and that. It's everything. It's all together. I love it. Say donate to the Goodwill. Tax write-off. That's a good one. But it depends on, like, if you really, like, pay, like, a lot of taxes and all that fly stuff right there, it could be, like, a good little tax write-off. But if you got time, I say get that paper, personally. You know what I'm saying? Move right along, y'all. It's 29 after the hour. I appreciate y'all for joining me. We screaming live everywhere. Tell somebody about a player. We have a family who was mourning a 20-year-old woman who was shot and killed. Not only is you ladies dying in relationships, y'all dying outside of relationships. Here you go.
Chloe spent her final moments on I-240 where police say she was shot and killed Saturday night.
Torn because she didn't deserve it. She didn't deserve it at all.
A place where
Do anybody ever deserve it, though?
thousands of people drive every day has turned into a scene of heartbreak once again. Erica Jordan told Fox 13 her 20-year-old niece, Aikiana Bowie tragically lost her life in a shooting on I-240 and 385 Saturday night.
Her name is Aikiana. Did she say that name? Aikiana? Say it again. Aikiana.
Bowie tragically lost her life, told Fox 13 her 20-year-old niece. Aikiana Bowie tragically lost her life in a shooting on I-240 and 385 Saturday night.
It just don't feel real.
Investigators say Bowie was dead at the scene and a man was taken to the hospital in critical condition.
So she had a sparkly personality. She just was an all-around person, a fun person to be around. We talked every day. I was like her go-to person.
Fox 13 documented there have been 25 shootings on Memphis area roads and highways so far this year. Last week, the Tennessee Highway Patrol has increased their presence, trying to curb the violence. But for Jordan, no increase in law enforcement can bring back her 20-year-old niece, whose life was stolen far too soon.
You ain't got to worry about no worries no more. Just watch over us.
Let me point something out. She said she don't have to worry about any worries no more. So that lets us know that she had worries before she passed away.
Just watch over us.
That's what that means.
Memphis police say no arrests have been made, but the investigation continues. If you have any information, you can reach out to Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. In Memphis, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13 News.
So she had worries. Oh, young girl. She got that Miami shirt on. Bam. Out of Memphis, though. That's what's up. It looked like a little soccer team or something. It may be a little soccer team. Is that Miami Bathing 8? Is that a Bathing 8 shirt? That's what's up. I don't like the pink, though. But I guess pink go with black. Pink go with like a black person, right? Like with like the hair, something like that right there. Hold up. She looked like she was a little small, little something. She was a little small, little something. She was just 20. She was fresh out. She had a whole life ahead of her. Like y'all be out here saying, let's see if they got us. Let's see if we got a good GoFundMe up here. You know, we always have to remember to check, because a lot of times I be forgetting to check, and now I'm trying to beat y'all to the punch. That's what I'm trying to do. Scroll. Clicking the download. Oh, well, nope, that's the download. All right, we ain't got no link, but that don't mean that there's not. That don't mean that there's not one. And how did they spell IKEA? I think that's it. IKEA. Oh, it's not even IKEA. Well, it's Ikena. Ikena. IKEYANA. YANA. Ikena them. Got it. Go fund. Let's see if we can check on this GoFundMe, because that name is unique. Is it? Ikena, that's spelled different over here. They got a different spelling. Nope, she don't got to GoFundMe. As far as I know, she don't got to GoFundMe. Nothing popped up. So a family must got they must got some life insurance or something, and or the community is finna come together. Sad story. The baby got to lose her life out here in the street. Boy, y'all got to be careful. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all, live your life to the best. Man, live your life, dog. I know. Listen. Because it's parents and older people be trying to tell the younger people to go in this direction and be careful of this direction and don't do this right here and don't do that, because of the things that we have been through and or seeing other people go through. So we think that it's a good thing to be telling y'all, don't do it. But y'all know something? Sometimes they need to just go ahead on and do it. Just go ahead. No, do it. Do it. Like, do not drink and drive. But, all right, go ahead on and do some little shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to live. People want to really, really live and experience. Like, oh, we're not experiencing life the way we really want to experience life. And it'd be so sad, because we be dying young. We really do be dying young. What if when we die, we is somewhere else, but we like tapped in, and then they open up our casket or our box or our survival box on the outside or in that other place, and we wake up and we like, oh my God, it was all a dream. What what if we just plugged into something right now though, dog? I don't know. Shout out to VA Fresh for the $5 super chat. You say, Willie, please tell my grown ass son, Jamie, aka Frozen, to stop burning food he didn't buy while I'm watching the best show on YouTube. Thanks, Willie. Stop burning that damn food out there. Stop burning the food, Frozen. Cut it out. Watch something on YouTube and learn how to cook the little thing. Man, he burned all that goddamn food. His name Frozen. I like that as a nickname, Frozen. Frozen. That's what's up. How do you get that name though? How do you get that name? Do you like some Frozen Pop, something like that right though? Yo, Frozen. I like it though. Damn it, it's different. It is better than IKEA Yana. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. Look. She was trying to kill me. Y'all like them when I start them off like that right there. Yeah. Food hot. Said, listen, you may have to force him to get back to the basics. Eggs. Start out with eggs. Putting hot dogs in the microwave. Bologna, the fried bologna. Then like the bologna and cheese. The grilled cheese. We got to start them. You got to start them off from the beginning. Got to crawl before you walk again. You know what I'm saying? Burning up food. Jesus. That damn near felony out here in these streets. That could get you put out the house. That could really literally get you put out the house. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Y'all, let's go on and jump into this right here. I got something for y'all. And remember, we screaming everywhere. Everywhere. Y'all know I can't say the names. So we saying purple, green, right in the middle, and blue. We everywhere. You want to be. She was trying to kill me. A Repo man testifies as a woman was sent to trial. Testifies as woman sent to trial. A Repo man got shot at by old sister out here. About her car. Yeah.
Detroit woman accused of shooting at a repo man only to be shot herself by police is also headed to trial.
38-year-old Shaquanda Tankersley was in court today for a preliminary exam, and the repossession agent took the stand and testified about what happened. Fox 2's Scott Wolchak with more from the courtroom.
He was trying to kill me.
This repo man feels lucky to be alive. A bullet whizzed through his hair and several burst through the back of his truck on June 12th. 38-year-old Shaquanda Tankersley is accused of pulling the trigger when she saw the man repossessing her vehicle on Nottingham Road on Detroit's east side.
That's a Chevy. That's a used car. Hold on. That's not a brand new car that got repoed. No, that's not like a 2024, 25. No, this is like a 2012. Maybe a 2012 to 2014.
When she saw the man repossessing her vehicle on Nottingham Road on Detroit's east side.
I noticed a woman coming down the street as I was strapping the vehicle. And I noticed cops coming down the street as she was yelling, he stole my vehicle, get him.
He says Tankersley yelled that to the nearby Detroit police officers and then says she began firing at least 3 to 4 shots at him. That's when DPD fired at her, ending the confrontation.
You know what this fool just did? Now, I was about to say I did this story when it happened. No, but that was another story that I'm thinking about. She yelled at the police, he's stealing my car. I guess the police wasn't moving fast enough. She pulled out her gun and went to shooting at the repo man while the police was there. The police had no choice to shoot her. There was no... Wow.
Once she started shooting, I was jumping in the truck and taking off. So I don't know if she went right, left, she kept coming at me.
Were you in a position to determine where she was aiming, if at all?
I know she hit her vehicle and the back window of the truck.
Tankersley in court in a sling with gauze on her back. She's charged with assault with intent to murder and felony firearm. The officer involved shooting still under review by state police and DPD.
Think about it. That baby was charged with what? What did they say?
I know she hit her vehicle and the back window of the truck.
Tankersley in court in a sling with gauze on her back. She's charged with assault with intent to murder.
She's charged with assault with attempted murder. That's because she came outside with a firearm and shot at the man who was working. This goes back to the story that I just talked about with the wife who went to the hotel with a gun with the information that she had, angry at her husband. That was with the attempt to murder. She's out now.
Felony firearm. The officer involved shooting still under review by state police and DPD.
What were you thinking when she began firing at you?
Just trying to get away.
The court found enough evidence to bind Tankersley over to circuit court. They additionally added on 4 more charges, including 2 assault charges and 2 weapons felonies. Her next court date is set for July 15th. We'll let you know what happens. Reporting in Detroit, Scott Walczak, Fox 2.
It's something wrong with our sisters, dog. Something wrong with our sisters. I just don't. Hey, Mr. Officer, he's still in my car. Don't worry about it. Boom, 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 boom. And now you surprised that you getting shot. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. Say Patricia Senior be out here wildin'. For real though. What is wrong? Wow. I don't understand. I don't get it, sisters. What is going through your thick skulls? I don't know, but let me go ahead on to get rid of this one right here. Oh, man, that is so sad. So sad. More than 100 people that. All right, bam. So where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? We want to go here. What do we got going on? 2 hospital lot. All right. I didn't want to do this right here because, like, we don't have any pictures, but this is a domestic love story. It's real quick, though. It's just a whole minute. Let's just go ahead on and do it because I got to go ahead on and get it off the books. I just got to get it off the book, but we ain't got no pictures, and I don't like the ones with no pictures. But the ones with no pictures that have a real good storyline be real good. But this one here is kind of sort of. Going to put it up on the screen. We have 2 hospitalized in Miami Gardens following a domestic violence incident.
So developing right now, a police investigation in Miami Gardens. We've seen a heavy police presence there all morning long.
Local 10's Michaela Hightower has been following this one, and she joins us live from the scene with the very latest. Michaela.
And Elise and Denise, police just cleared this scene and the family returning to a home after an hours-long investigation. The family spending most of their later morning, cleaning up the mess from a chaotic birthday party.
The 2 things that don't belong together, birthday balloons and crime scene tape, painting a picture that what has unfolded at this Miami Gardens home ended in anything but a celebration. A nearby neighbor's surveillance video showing flashing police lights at the corner of Northwest 160th Street and Northwest 28th Place just before midnight Sunday. Close family friends visiting the home a day after say a birthday party went south when a couple were involved in a violent domestic violence incident that landed 2 people in the hospital. Neighbors did not wish to go on camera, but tell us police frequently visit this home for various calls.
Real true love.
It is cricket silence from police. We are hoping to learn more information about the possible 2 that were hospitalized and what their extent of their injuries are. Reporting live in Miami Gardens, Michaela Hightower, Local 10.
Let's just go ahead on and get that on off the books. It really didn't serve any purpose, just to give me a little time to look up what I was trying to look up real quick. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead on and get into some of this right here. It's 44 after the hour. 44 after the hour. Let's get her off the books. She gone. Got one for you. Decent. We got some sex trafficking. Yes, we do. Grab that. Punch that. We have a man who was sentenced to life in prison. Life in prison. About that monkey. Over that monkey. But for sex trafficking. But he wasn't the only one who got time. He wasn't the only one who got time. because his bottom bitch, his bottom bitch got some time too. And this is his bottom bitch out here in East Street. Here we go.
An Atlanta man will spend the rest of his life behind bars after a jury found him guilty. An Atlanta man will spend the rest of his life behind bars after a jury found him guilty of sex trafficking a young Cobb County teen.
Pimped out a person who they took to get fresh from the mall. They took the person to the mall to get fresh, to the nail salon. Come on now. Yo would talk to the Lisa agent, which is the bottom bit. You know what I'm saying? About her issues. What do y'all think her issues could have been if she talking to the bottom bit and then she end up slanging monkey? What do y'all think her issues was?
Connecting her with Anderson's boyfriend and pimp, Ramirez Morris.
Back it up. I stopped it. Say it again. The bottom bitch done got 25. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. Say Siri play Pimp Hard by 8 Ball and by 8 Ball and MJG. That's what's up. Appreciate that right there. I gotta bag this thing on up. Hold on, dog. Hold on. So a sex trafficking? Well, y'all do know that that's the new term for pimping out here in these streets, and that way they can go out on and give a player a hell of a lot more money, a hell of a lot more time for shit that females want to do. They want to do it. Notice they did not say anything about her being forced. She was not forced into sex trafficking. She was not forced to perform. They kicked it with her for 2 months. She can leave. But Willie, she's 15. 15-year-old know how to walk. 15, damn it, if she could walk to another room and put her legs up and, you know what I'm saying, do all that flashy, but that she know how to rescue. I don't like this terminology, dog. What do you mean they rescue? She 15 with social media. She's not new to what the hell go on in these streets. And this is why she went along with it, because she's not new to what goes on in these doggone streets. She just needed a promotional team, a marketing team. And that's who they was. These two good, upstanding citizens is a marketing team. That's all.
Further investigation eventually led them to Ramirez Morris.
You say, I ran away, but I didn't sell my monkey. It depends on how long you had done ran away. Listen. You can run away for a short period of time, and you could probably get by for 2-3 days without doing some strange. You know what I'm saying? But run away for a good little minute. In order for you to make some money, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to do a little some strain for that change. I ain't saying all, but I'm saying the majority. Because he had to spruce up. They had to spruce up the 15-year-old the same way that a adult got to spruce themselves up before they going out here to try to get a player to pay for them too. It's all pimping and horn. If you like really want to think about it, it's all prostitution. If you really want to think about it. Ladies, they fix themselves up so they can get free drinks at the club. It may be a cheap transaction, but it's still a transaction. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $5 super chat. He said, never will I forget that girl on the corner and her mama trying to stop her. Remember that? And I do think that was either that was on Precedent or that was in San Francisco or somewhere in California. The mama tried to stop her. The baby said, hell no. I'm finna slang them mama. I don't care what you talking about.
They took her to get new clothes.
Yeah, because her clothes needed to be new. She got to be fresh out here.
This all began at home for the girl, as in the apartment where she lived. Anderson worked in the leasing office.
15. Oh, this is in Atlanta? What is the age of consent in Atlanta? Damn it. Georgia is what I meant. So it's 16. Consenting to sexual activities at 16 years old. This means that anyone 16 or older is legally considered capable of consenting to sexual activities. Any sexual activity with someone under the age of 16 is considered statutory rape. Georgia also has a Romeo-Juliet exceptions, which may apply in situations where the age difference is no more than 4 years and both individuals are at least 14. A 15-year-old cannot make their own decision to sell monkey. A 16-year-old can make their decision to sell monkey. A 14-year-old can make a decision to at least have sex, but not sell it. So her only troubles was, like the majority of young children, is money. That's one of the biggest problems. And one of the and the cause of that problem is the parents who created the children. That's the cause of that. If we ever want to know, we got to go to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is post-traumatic slave syndrome. The root of the problem around here at the Willie Williams Show is human beings deciding to produce children when they cannot afford children. So that just went for most of us. 9 times out of 10, all of us who had children before we could afford to have children, we is all the problem. Don't try to get out of it. Don't try to get out of it. Yeah, Willie, I had my child young, but then I still graduated, went to college and got a degree, and I went to working like a real good job, and now we stay in the upper echelon community, and now my children is about to go to college. I don't care about none of that right now. When you started, though, you was wrong. But listen, the majority of us, was failures at one point in time. Huh? We was failures when we produced children we did not plan for. We didn't have nothing in place. All right, we had a little petty job or something. A lot of us, they may had a little apartment or something, maybe. A lot of probably had a little piece of car, a little do-one blowing, you know what I'm saying? But a little piece of car. Working for $5.50 or $6 out here in these streets. Yeah. Failures. Yeah. You too? No, you, us. He said, had our daughter when I was 22, broke as F, for real though. Say our generation of 15-year-olds had responsibilities early. Facts. You say I am part of the 54% of black men who don't have children from one of these funky hood babies. That's what's up. Congratulations. Listen, don't have them. Don't have them. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Do not have them. Sex trafficking. We looked up human trafficking before and we looked up sex trafficking, but let's just do it again. Sex trafficking definition. Sex trafficking, the action or practice of illegally transporting people from one country or area to another for the purpose of sexual exploitation. The action or practice of illegally transporting. Let's just deal with illegally transporting. What would illegally transporting mean? And I think that they have these highlighted. Illegally meaning in a way that is contrary to or forbidden by law. Transporting. Take or carry people or goods from one place to another by means of vehicle, aircraft, or ship. So illegally transporting. The only part of illegal is if that person don't want to be transported. So how did this fall under sex trafficking? When this person was a volunteer? Or is we just saying, oh, but Willie, yeah, but a 15-year-old, they can't volunteer. Well, you might have a point there. You might have a point. Well, no. They can volunteer to be transported. They just can't volunteer into sex. Well, no, they can volunteer into sex. They have to volunteer into sex because if they don't volunteer, then it's actually rape. Now, the exploitation part, that's a whole nother word. The actual fact of threatening someone unfairly, my bad, I say threatening, treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work. So this is where the pimping comes into play. I want y'all to understand the act or fact of treating someone unfairly to benefit. So they call unfairly that that the pimp may have kept more money than the worker or than the hoe. And y'all have to remember, notice that they don't call these children hoes, but they'll call a pimp. Because they think that the hoe is not doing what she wants to do because of her age. Well, she can't do what she want to do because she's underage. That got to be the stupidest shit ever. I want y'all to just think about what I just had done said. She can't choose to do because of her age. What do you mean she can't choose to do if she chooses to do it? But by law, she can't. I just still want you just think about it. The law is saying she can't choose to do. Technically, she can choose to do. It should be said if a girl choose to do it at this age, it's illegal. They got to stop saying that they can't choose to do it, because they can. Logically, technically, and physically, they can. And do y'all is this like a First Amendment type thing? A First Amendment, like the freedom of expression? Can't listen, to stop a baby from hoeing. Is this like the freedom of expression? Or does not the Constitution apply to the youth? If a 15-year-old want to slang that monkey or have sex with whoever she want to. And I do understand that there is a limit and there is a cap and there is a law in place. But is that a violation? Do y'all know what I just thought about? I do believe that they's going to say it just like that right there to try to have the young people having sex with adults lawfully. If you think about it, it's kind of a violation, ain't it? He say she is 3/5 of a person. That's what's up. He say she's a teenager. She can do whatever she want to do. That's what I'm saying. Because it is the same argument that comes up with the way the youth dress and the way that their hairstyles and nail colors and stuff like that. They say that this is a freedom of expression, and if you telling me that I can't do it, this goes against my First Amendment rights. And I do believe that people that have won cases like that right now. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking through. Moving right along. I don't even like that a player gonna get life. He ain't killed nobody. Do y'all know that murderers don't get life? And we is okay with pimps getting life? They didn't say that pimping had done abused the 15-year-old. They didn't say that pimping had done assaulted, did nothing physical to the 15-year-old who decided to sell monkey. Just saying. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock after the hour. I say it's 8 o'clock after the hour. It's 2 minutes after the hour, and the hour is 8 o'clock. Y'all, we is screaming everywhere. Can y'all hit the thumbs up so I can know that y'all it's everywhere? Wherever you is, wherever you at, dog. I didn't eat much. Open it up over here. Go ahead on open up over here. Wherever you is, wherever you at, go ahead on hit the thumbs up so I can know that I am being supported. I need to know that I'm being supported. If I can't see it, I don't believe it. If I can't see it, I don't believe it. Come on. Now, why is that dusty like that right there? I got to clean up. I'm around here like one of them nasty hoes out here. I got to clean my goddamn area now. I'm dusty. I got the dust. Where's my duster? I used to have a dust. Oh, I got a little air can. Got a little air can to blow the dust. Shit gonna get all them my allergies and mess everything up. Yeah, we got a situation. Good fathers. Let me speak on fathers. Got a little story to tell real quick. We have been speaking about would you coulda, would you try to save your children? One father jumped off of a cruise ship to save his daughter, and they treaded water and stuff until they was rescued. Good job, Pops. We had a woman the other day. She ran into a burning building thinking that her son was in the building, and her son hadn't already climbed out or jumped out of the window. She went back in to try to save his life, and she ended up dying, and then they found her body once the fire cleared. We have a father now who risked his life, put his life on the line to save his 2 stepchildren. Did y'all hear me, though? We have a Cleveland man who risked his life to save his 2 stepchildren. The thing say he is really fighting because he's not dead. He is burnt on 95% of his body. We got to listen to the story, y'all. Here we go.
This is the most amazing, heroic, courageous thing he ever done, you know, and I tell him that every day.
A heroic act comes at a cost for a Cleveland man and his family. The father ran back inside the Garden Valley apartment shortly after it exploded to save his 2 stepchildren. He did so as flames were shooting from the building. Now at noon, Noel Williams with this family's emotional story. And we want to warn you, some of the images we will show may be hard to see.
You say, was he a hero? Yes. For one, it was for technically his kids, just the kids that he take care of. So that's like his own household. So yes, he got all burnt up, crispy right now. Yes. So he is a hero. This is one to where you is a hero because you saving your family member. That makes sense to me.
I miss him.
7-year-old Cordell Sheffield Jr. says he misses being by his father's side.
Now this is the junior. This is his biological son.
Sadly, Cordell Sheffield Sr., the 32-year-old father, is fighting for his life. It's a gruesome cost of a selfless and heroic act.
Doctor said he should have been gone a long time ago. So he's really fighting.
I spoke with Sheffield's mother, Carmen Scott, as she held her grandson. She tells me 95% of her son's skin is burned off.
His lungs gave up, and they told me he only had like less than 12 hours. But he hung on that night.
Here's how it all happened. Sheffield's family says he was at home at Terrace Gardens Apartments with his 10 and 11-year-old stepchildren on June 23rd. The building exploded and threw him out of the apartment.
Dang.
His stepson jumped out of a window, but his stepdaughter was too scared to jump. Without thinking twice about himself, Sheffield ran back inside to save her. A true hero. Both him and his 2 stepchildren are still in critical condition.
The stepdaughter was afraid to jump, so he had to run back in there and save their lives.
The Cleveland fire chief previously told me they received a report of a strong smell of gas just moments before the explosion. I wanted to find out if that was the same case for Sheffield and his family. They tell me no, but they're waiting to find out what caused this mess.
I wish he did smell it, because if he did, he would have came to me.
The cause of the explosion is still under investigation. Sheffield's family is collecting donations in hopes of helping to get back what they've lost, and endless prayers that he will make it to see the lives he saved.
Shout out to Cino for the 499 super chat. Appreciate that right there.
You know, but I want them to do everything they can. You know, one day at a time. He's fighting.
In Cleveland, Noel Williams, 19 News.
Got to be more careful. Would y'all do it? Would y'all do it? I got a problem, though. I got a real problem. This is his mother. This is the victim's mother. This is the victim's mother. Shout out to C-No for the 499 super chat. You say, I always say men love harder than women. No debate. I am in agreement with that right there, 100%. Yes. Hell yeah. And this is why I will say this. Women love conditionally. Men, you ain't got to have nothing. We will choose you when you don't have nothing. We will stay with you when you don't have nothing. Majority of women, on the other hand, it's conditional. Your ass stop working and can't pay these goddamn bills. It start to get real boring. They start to get well, we don't see eye to eye no more. You know what I'm saying? Typically. Shout out to C. Damn it. Oh, I just read that right there. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. Say if he survives, stepmammy leaving him his side. I can kind of believe that right there. Watch it. Look. Hold on. I want y'all to understand. This is his mama. I let it all play out. Before I said this right here. Why the stepmother isn't in this video? Well, why the mother of those young girls is in the video? Here. Why aren't the stepchildren? Well, no, the stepchildren is in the hospital, if I'm not mistaken. The children is in the hospital. I do believe that. That's what they said. I'm going to go ahead on play it back. You say a smell of gas? Yeah, y'all, he didn't smell of gas. Yeah, a strong smell of gas. Boy, when y'all got that strong smell of gas, depends on where you at, though, it's about to be a problem.
Junior says he misses being by his father's side. Sadly, Cordell Sheffield Sr., the
yeah, he finna get SSI. For real, though.
32-year-old father is fighting for his life. It's a gruesome cost of a selfless and heroic act.
Doctor said he should have been gone a long time ago. So he's really fighting.
I spoke with Sheffield's mother, Carmen Scott, as she held her grandson. She tells me 95% of her son's skin is burned off.
Damn, all the little melanin right here, though. All this good ass skin I work hard to keep. Damn, boy, ain't got no blemishes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You say, what would you have done? Be real, player. I done ran in that goddamn house, got burnt up too. Got to be more good. Because I have done it before. I have done it for strangers. Me and the boys in the community, our house was on fire, and the girls come out screaming, my baby's in there. And luckily, the flames was there, but the flames wasn't like overwhelming, but it was black smoke heavy to where like we couldn't see, so we had to crawl and feel on the ground and all that fly stuff right there. But we came out black and all that stuff right there with a little smoke elimination. Nose, hairs, black and shit like that right there. But we got rinsed off once we had done came on out. But hell, we rinse. We put water on before we ran on up in there. And as soon as we like hit the door, we got dry as hell. You know what I'm saying? But we got them children up out of there though. You say Willie saving hoes. Listen. I would immediately go back in there. For my own household, yes. It's a no-brainer. It's really like a no-brainer. It's just like that little burn unit thing. You know, they got to be peeling your skin off and rubbing you down with mercury comb or whatever they be rubbing the burn victims with, butter or something like that right there. It's going to be a long process to go ahead on the bounce back from that right there, but I'm going on up in there. Now, it'll be a damn shame. If she leave, buddy. Oh, if she leave, buddy, somebody need to do something to her. Shit, hi. She should take care of him for the rest of his life. I'm talking about the mother of the children. And the children need to tend to him for the rest of their life. They owe him. They literally owe him. See, they didn't ask for a stepdaddy, but he signed up to be a stepfather. Yes, he did. He signed up to father them children. And do y'all know what the sad part be? A lot of times when we sign up to be that father and we doing everything for a child who ain't ours, guess who they'll still take to and love more sometimes? Hell, a lot of the times. The daddy who ain't never did shit for him. I promise you. It's a hurting, oh man, it's a stab to the chest multiple times out here. It's a bad little feeling. Now, because I am thinking, what if once they get older or now, they may be taken to caring and loving for their biological father more than him? Huh? I'm not saying that they should love the stepdaddy more than they love their biological daddy. I ain't saying none of that. All I'm saying is it just be a shame how the one who wasn't there did shit for him. They just be so, they be loving him more than the one who was there, who took care of them, who watched them cry and go through these different type of things, who was there emotionally and all of that right there. It's crazy. Let me go and put this on up here. If y'all would like to support a player, help Cordell Sheffield heal after a heroic act. That's what it say for the GoFundMe, but it's not at the top right there. I am reading in the search bar. Oh hell, it said right on the screen. So I'm guessing that this is a 10-year-old or something. Due to the sensitivity and let me pause. Due to the severity in Cordell's condition, the community will still like to donate until further notice, even though we have reached a milestone already. For Cordell's sake, let's keep going for our hero. Again, we thank you all and you can read more right there. So originally they probably or will possibly ask for like 30,000. They got to 36. They raised that bitch up to 50. I don't blame them. That's what you should do. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on and get that paper, especially for a player out here. So I just read this right here for Cordell's sake. Let's keep on going for our hero. Again, we thank you all. We thank you all in this time of need. Hello, my name is Krishard Chef. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I am reaching out as the brother of Cordell, one of the burn victims of the tragic Garden Valley apartment explosion that occurred on the 23rd of June 2025 in Cleveland, Ohio. Inside of the apartment was 2 young children, not his biological kids, but his girlfriends, ages 10 and 11. And Cordell saved them both. He caught the young boy when he jumped from the window, and when the girl was too scared to jump, he ran back into the fire to get her. With his skin already burned, Cordell carried her to safety. Listen, I want y'all to understand, he was 95% burned when he carried her out. He's walking burnt completely. Do y'all understand? His meat burnt up. He had on clothes, so with fire and skin, the clothes is burnt to his skin. It has to be peeled off. I don't watch too many movies. You know what I'm saying? He said he is currently sedated in critical condition and undergoing surgery every few days and will be in the hospital for months. He has lost everything, his home, his belongings, and most of his skin. He say, but what he never lost was his will to protect others, even at the cost of his own life. Now Cordell needs us. We're asking for donations to help cover his medical costs, the recovery expenses, and support for his children and family during this devastating time. Whether you can give financially or simply share the campaign, we appreciate every bit of love, support, and prayers. Cordell is a true hero. I'm in agreement. And he deserves to be honored, protected, and cared for the same way he cared for those children. Thank you for standing with our family in this fight. Hashtag justice for Cordell. Hashtag Garden Valley explosion. Hashtag support a burn survivor. True player right there. True player right there. Can't tell me nothing. Boy ain't have to do nothing. Now, I know people, they don't sign up to be with a burn victim. I do understand. I'm going to say that there again. I do understand that people don't sign up to be with a burn victim. But your children would have been burn victims. Your children would have probably been dead victims. I'm speaking to the woman. I do understand that we fall apart and all that fly stuff. We separate and divide, and we can come up with all the excuses. Girl, I sure enough hope that you don't break up with him. Listen, I hope that she's solid. I hope that she's a solid woman. I really do. And do not just stay with somebody just because you feel like you owe them. Don't just do it for that right there. You know what I'm saying? Stay with somebody because you truly, truly want to be with that person and you really, really do love that person. You say, well, I promise you she's not going to hold him down. Damn, dog. I'm just like, man, this is like the great American story. He's 32 years old. He got the rest of his life ahead of him. Yeah, he had the rest of his life ahead of him. He do have it. He do have it. And I hope that he's able to bounce back. And hopefully I will be able to do a follow-up story about him in the future. But this is just, oh my God. Now listen, I'm finna move it right along, but watch this. I'm finna move it right along. I got something else for you. It's crazy because I have another one. I thought that this was the same story. We still in Cleveland, right? We have an explosion at an apartment building. I saw this and I'm like, oh, damn. All right, so this is a second video of another news station was capturing this. But this is totally different. These is two different apartment complexes. Here we go.
I'm going to be more in Cleveland, where more than 40 people are now homeless after Cleveland Fire Department responded to what they're calling an apparent explosion at Garden Valley early Monday afternoon. Houses gone.
That's crazy.
People with kids.
My bad. Hold on. I thought it was different, but this is the same one then? Hold on. Let's go back to the hashtag. Garden Valley. Oh. All right. Woo. All right. I'm finna let it play. Forget how I had done started it because I was just shocked because I read the articles and they were saying in two different apartment complexes. And I'm like, this is strange. This cannot be the same thing happen in the same area, but at two different apartment complexes. So here we go. It's the same project, y'all. And why did I get that wrong? Wait, hold on. I don't believe that I got this wrong, but I do got it wrong. Because I pull, hold on, Garden Valley. So, wait. So they must be also calling this apartment complex something else. Yes. All right, watch this. I knew I wasn't crazy. Watch this here. I read this and I was like, oh, so this is two different apartment complexes. But watch what they do. A Cleveland man risks his life to save two stepchildren in Garden Valley fire, right? That's what it say. I'm with you. And then I strolled down. 32 years old was blown away during an explosion at the Rainbow Terrace apartments. So do y'all understand how I got it wrong? Huh? Come on, y'all. Work with a player because I did not intentionally separate them doggone stories. Because I looked at the articles, I listened to the story, and I'm like, but these is two different apartment complexes? This, you see it on the screen for yourself. Rainbow Terrace Apartments. But even at the top, Garden Valley Fire. You saying Rainbow Terrace and Garden Valley is two different places. But his story at Garden Valley, when I pull up, damn it, what did I just do? Hold up. when I do this story, damn it, I just had it up. Hold on. When I start this off, this is Garden Valley also. Here you go.
I'm going to be more in Cleveland, where more than 40 people are now homeless after Cleveland Fire Department responded to what they're calling an apparent explosion at Garden Valley early Monday afternoon.
See?
Houses gone. People with kids. Just homeless.
A thick cloud of black smoke with flames coming from the roof of this Garden Valley apartment building is what Q Willis says he saw after hearing a loud noise.
I see like apartments like on fire. I'm talking about like 4 or 5 apartments that blew up.
Now all that remains are busted windows, a collapsed structure, and lost memories.
My everything is gone. Like
For people like Janiyah Williams.
I was already homeless before I had stayed down here, so this was like a little escape, like actually having like a breath of fresh air.
Before Monday's fire, Williams says
she was homeless before she got a place there.
She and her son were enjoying the day at the zoo until she received a call from her friend, Darnella Garner.
When I got here, I seen her house on fire, and that's what really put the icing on the cake when I actually seen the flames coming out the roof. I'm like, oh my God.
So far, Lieutenant Mike Norman says a total of 44 units have been destroyed.
Oh, this is my house right here. This is my house from right here to right there.
Costing around $3.5 million in damage.
We wound up with 22 companies total on scene, so we had a big response.
Meantime, Norman says
they already done calculate the estimated cost is $5 million. Somebody just said it right. You say it with me now. Apartment insurance. All right.
5 people were injured from the explosion and have been taken to a local hospital.
I don't have a status on them right now, but I think they're in pretty serious condition.
At this time, it appears the majority of the fire has been put out following a long battle due to challenges with the heat and the fire's location.
The challenge with the fire that's underneath the roof is the roof itself. The roof does what a roof does. It repels the water. It keeps the water from hitting the fire.
Still, Norman says they saved 2 dogs and a cat and have yet to report any additional victims, which Councilman Richard Starr says is a relief as he works to help those who are now homeless and seeking shelter at the Zelma George Recreation Center.
So when I got the call about the explosion, I immediately jumped up and came to find out what is going on because we're going to need some help.
As the investigation continues, the American Red Cross is here to help families. For News 5, I'm Remy Murray reporting.
See, this one right here was just throwing me off. It was just throwing me off. Hold on. And that was the 7 day ago one.
From WKYC Studios.
WKYC.
This is
See what we got
next with Russ Mitchell and
Russ.
Rita Lai.
We begin tonight with the latest in the investigation into a massive fire at a Cleveland apartment complex.
This is drone video of the fire that broke out around 4:30 at the complex in the 7,000 block of Garden Valley Avenue near Kinsman. Tonight,
Garden Valley Avenue. Now it's Garden Valley Avenue, but it's Garden Valley Apartments, and then it's Rainbow Terrace Apartments. Right? I don't like doing too much.
We have learned Cleveland fire officials are now calling this an explosion and fire.
At this hour, we know some injuries have been reported, and there's video of some dramatic rescue attempts, including the moment a baby was thrown to safety out of a 3rd floor window.
Whoa. Are these solar panels? Thank you. You say the projects have solar panels, and I'm just now seeing, are these solar panels? When did they? I know good as hell well. They still got solar. They got solar panels, and ain't nobody stealing the solar panels. This is cost.
Tonight
these is solar panels. So this may be like this has to be a low income project, apartment, solar panel project, government type apartment thing that they is trying. These are solar panels. I didn't know.
We have learned Cleveland fire officials are now calling this an explosion and fire.
Say solar panels or a ripoff.
This hour, we know some injuries have been reported, and there's video of some dramatic rescue attempts, including the moment a baby was thrown to safety out of a third-floor window.
Okay. Video? We got video? Oh. Okay. Oh, so this was the
one of the
one.
men who helped catch that baby.
I caught one child, and there was 2 other women. The child was about maybe 2, and you know, they was on the 3rd floor stuck. Had to do what I had to do.
The fire happened at a sprawling apartment.
Shout out to them players. Hey, listen, I don't give a damn what y'all say about dog you fellas out here, boy. I done seen them in fires. You just do what? Well, hell, men in general, it's like we just act, dog. Like we just literally just act.
Complex near Kinsman and East 79th Street. That's in the Garden Valley neighborhood. We have
Yes, you do have a monthly bill with panels, and they try to sell you with, well, how much do you pay for your electricity now? Ooh, $400. Well, you could pay the same thing and just be paying less for power, and the rest of the money will go to the solar, but you still end up paying the $3-something a month. It's just you paying for the panels and you paying the little bit for your electricity. You still spend the same amount of money. Shit's stupid. Go ahead, though.
coverage tonight.
Not all the
Our
time.
shoulders in Sia, New York are covering the story this evening. We begin with Sia, who arrived in the scene minutes after the fire began. Sia, good evening.
Good evening, Russ and Lena. That fire, unfortunately, has reignited, and crews are here on the scene trying to put that fire back out. You can see the crews spread out here in the complex, and the parking lot is flooded as they work again to put that fire out. Now, I can tell you at least 5 people have been taken to the hospital, some with critical injuries.
You say 40-some people, 40-some apartments, gone.
Just after 4 Monday afternoon, Cleveland Fire Department was called to this apartment complex on 70th and Garden Valley after reports of an explosion. When crews arrived, they found several buildings with flames and smoke coming out of them. Lieutenant Mike Norman says firefighters worked quickly to get the fire under control, but it was a challenge. The complex has 44 buildings and is massive.
Once it got into that roof, underneath that roof, it ran the entire length of the building. So it started on the south side, and we've got fire all the way to the north side of the building. It's a big, like I said, 44 units. It's a big building.
Yes, it had to be a gas eruption, and maybe somebody was smoking. Maybe they is using propane. Maybe they is fueling their... Oh, because it is Ohio and it gets cold, so maybe they're using furnaces that is powered by propane, and maybe the stoves is maybe gas stoves and stuff. Maybe the boilers is gas boilers or propane boilers. Could be. Shout out to D for the $2 super chat. He said that's next door to Shania Naya, show enough head nails. No, you lying to me.
Like wings.
Shania Naya.
Officials say the damage to the complex is estimated at more than $3.5 million. And
now it's 3.5 million, but first the other people said it was 5 million.
the Red Cross has sent a disaster response team to assist those who are displaced. I spoke with some who told me they are devastated, holding on to what they could grab before they escape their homes. Some roamed around looking for their pets. Our 3 News cameras caught this firefighter rescuing a cat from one of the buildings. And then we captured this reunion with the family who thought they lost everything.
Hey, boy. I'm relieved. I'm very relieved. I'm very relieved.
Love this dog. Pitbulls,
We got a kitten left. We're going to go put them in and wait for our kitten.
They say they feel blessed, even though they're at a loss.
Looking at the damage that's done to that building, man, all I can say is God was present here.
God was present at the building. Y'all know I'm going to say something when y'all talk like that right here. You say just looking at the building, all I'm going to say is, God was present at the building. Y'all know I ain't got much sense, right? So was God just there? Like God was just like chilling and just watch his pitch go up in flames? Watch people lose everything? Is that what you telling me? Or is he saying that God was there because everybody made it out alive? Y'all know what else crazy? if this is the same building, which they're saying it is the same buildings, why in these two stories they said nothing about the father who had done saved the stepchildren in these two stories? Remember, his son, one of the kids had done jumped out, but the other one did not want to jump out. So he had to run back in there and get the other two kids. Nobody spoke about that on camera? That's different.
That's all I can say.
I don't like this hairdo for you, baby. It's too big for you.
Fire says that firefighters here on the scene searched all of the buildings to make sure that there were no victims, and crews will be here overnight monitoring for hot spots. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Now to my colleague Annabelle Childers, who spoke with some of the residents who live here and wants to talk to us a little bit about how they're going to navigate all of this. Annabelle.
You said that you was unsubscribed to me. Listen, like we're trying to tell y'all, a lot of y'all think that y'all are subscribed. I'm trying to tell y'all, these folk around here, they be playing dirty. They be unsubscribing you now. Please check and see if y'all still subscribe, and please check if the bell, if you have hit the notification bell, man. They be playing these games, y'all. We're going to have to start doing this every week just to make sure. And for all you new people, subscribe, and make sure that you hit the bell that says all. That way when they send out the notifications, you may get them. Here we go.
We'll see. From talking to people, surviving that fire really just the first step here. Now they're looking at this building, knowing that the place that was their home is now burned, knowing that a lot of their belongings are either completely destroyed or unsalvageable. It happened so fast.
We heard a boom.
First, the sound of the explosion, and then the mad rush to get out.
I was scared for my kids' life.
But for some, escaping the apartment didn't mean they'd fully escape the flames.
Came outside, we seen a man on fire and two kids on fire. We poured water on them, try to get them out the sun, because their skins was burning, so we was trying to get them out the sun.
Oh, so they finally spoke on it. Oh, bam. See, I didn't even watch this video. He is speaking about the father saving the two children.
He escaped the flames.
Came outside, we seen a man on fire and two kids on fire. We poured water on them, try to get them out the sun, because their skins was burning, so we was trying to get them out the sun.
Neighbors, still reeling from the traumatic boom, rushed to help each other.
The little girl, she was telling me, she was like, am I going to die? Am I going to die? I kept telling her, no, you're not going to die. Just be calm.
But once the adrenaline went down, the sinking weight of loss took its place.
But I lost everything. I don't have anything on me.
Dang.
You know, like my wallet.
Shout out to a player with tattoos on his neck and face. Ain't saying people with tattoos on the neck and face is bad people. I just like to go out on the point on now. That boy got kids, and he live in the house of his children, or his children live in the house with their damn daddy. That's what I'm talking about. We need more of this right here. Let me say I lost everything, dog.
I don't have anything on me. You know, like my wallet, everything.
The people who weren't here when the fire started coming back to rubble.
And this is crazy. We just homeless.
What the hell? You got it all the way across your head, sugar? Y'all got to do better.
Rubble.
And this is crazy. We just homeless. We can't be here. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna go? I can't go to no shelter with 6 kids.
And now.
Well, you got 6 At least he's with his 6 children. Can't we just do that right there? At least he's with his 6 children, and maybe they're all from the same woman. Maybe he ain't got no outside kids. But let me explain something to y'all. If y'all living in like the apartments and places like this right here, you should not have 6 children. I'm just saying.
Homeless. We can't be here. It's not safe. Where are we gonna go? I can't go to no shelter with 6 kids.
Now, if you're not a single dad and them children got a mama and y'all was like together, they'll let her and the kids come in. They just won't let you come in. You know what I'm saying?
And now, as they struggle to figure out what's next for them while looking at the growing damage, they're also keeping in mind the people now in the hospital.
I hope they're okay. I hope they get through whatever they're going through, and I hope they healed properly. And God got them.
Say God got them. Y'all know. Ooh, y'all just be saying stuff sometimes, but I do understand that that's what we're supposed to say, because that's what we learned to say in times of crisis. God got them. That's what's up.
Now, talking to one of those men today, he's really hoping he can get his family into a new apartment, but it's unclear where they can go, what units might be available. We do know that in the short term, the American Red Cross has set up a temporary shelter for displaced residents to stay tonight. That is at the Zelma George Recreation Center. So a short-term resource, but of course, more to see there.
I hope that the apartment complex that they have some vacancies. If they have some vacancies, then they can move in as many as they can move in, you know, but other people, they got to find shelters. We have to always look at things as a learning lesson. This is a learning lesson because a lot of us, we do believe that, oh, I would never go through anything like this right here. This is why it's also not best to keep all your damn money inside the house. If your money is going to be inside the house, at least have it in a fireproof safe. But don't put all your money inside the damn house. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, as we learned coming up out here in these doggone streets. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You leave some money inside the bank. You leave some inside the crib. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. But if you have it inside the crib, I understand you just ain't made it around there to the gun shop or something like that right there, to Office Depot or something, to go ahead on and buy you a little safe. Get online right now, put it inside of your cart on wherever you order from, like Amazon, something like that right there. Order your doggone safe, dog. I'm trying to tell you something. Order your safe. If you was renting from somewhere, get you some renter's insurance. Do y'all even understand? Whoever got renter's insurance, yeah, they done lost everything, but the check gonna be about between $8,000 to $14,000. Hell, but if they lost everything, that shit may be up to like 20. Hold on. Let me ask my AI how much coverage can you get for renter's insurance? Renter's insurance. Oh, Jesus. Renter's insurance typically offers coverage for personal properties, liability, and loss of use. Coverage amounts varies, but you can generally expect personal property coverage $10,000 to $250,000, depending on the value of your belongings. Liability coverage typically ranges from $100,000 to $500,000, and loss of use coverage, I have no idea what loss of use. I'm thinking that maybe like a car, something like that right there, which can range from $3,000 to $200,000 to cover additional living expenses if your home is temporarily uninhabitable. Come on now. Come on. Renter's insurance is important. You say that your renter's insurance is over 10 grand. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all something now. This shit is important. Renter's insurance is just like homeowner's insurance. You need them. You need. And for a lot of you all, let me put y'all up on game. It depends on, but y'all got to look into it. There's some people who have the homeowner's insurance, and their adult kids, they live inside of that house. If I'm not mistaken, your children can get renter's insurance as long as they're paying you rent. If I'm not mistaken, look into it. I've heard about this right here before. So now both of y'all is covered. Most complexes tell you to get 50K in insurance. Yes. Did y'all even know some property management companies, if you was renting and you dealing with a property management, you have to get renter's insurance. I want y'all to understand, because if you was living in a place and they do not require you to have renter's insurance, that homeowner has homeowner's insurance. That bitch go up in flame. The homeowner will get paid. You won't. The homeowner can rebuild. It's going to be hell for you to rebuild. You lose everything. And now you have to repurchase some shit, but you got to earn money to repurchase it and or dig into your savings to go ahead on and repurchase stuff. The landlord, they going to cut the check and it go straight to fixing his house. He'd never have to come out of his pocket. These insurances, I'm trying to tell you, I do understand that a lot of people, they feel like, man, I'm just throwing away money year after year after year. Yeah, it seems like that. It seems like that. What it was, a year or two ago, We had the hurricane. I had to put a new roof on mine. 20, was it $27,000 or $28,000 for a roof? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. And it wasn't even like a category 3 or 4. It's just crazy out here in these streets. 25 to 27,000 I had them spent on that shit. The roof. Mm-hmm. Cut the check though. Yeah. You never know, man. I do understand, y'all. I get it. Well, I can't afford it right now. You can't afford. You can't afford not to have it. Mm-hmm. And listen, you're right. Renter's insurance is not expensive. You can get renter's insurance for the year for like $160. What is the cost for renter's insurance? Renter's insurance ranges from $15 to $20 a month. 20 times 12, $120 a year. Come on, y'all. If you don't have it, you is a failure. I'm talking to you. I know you got that 120. I know you got stacks on decks. I get it. Your ass ain't paying for renter's insurance and you written. You is a failure. You failing yourself and your family right now. When it's nothing for you, listen to the sound of my voice. As soon as I get off this doggone show, you need to go ahead on and get some damn insurance. You need to go ahead on and get you some insurance. It's cheap as hell. It is cheaper than you going out to eat. It makes no sense for you not to have it. Moving right along. I ain't going to much hold you. Boy, they having a time out there in Cleveland, Ohio. That's a doggone shame. Let's see what we got left. Okay, we did the sex trafficking thing. I got that out the way. What is this? That? Doing that? What is this? Okay, and the GoFundMe, we got that off the screen right there. I think I just did I just do everything? I just do the one. Oh, okay. So I can't do that. I got to say that right there for mañana because that's what the show going to be about tomorrow. Okay, bam. I got one for you. Hell, we screaming live everywhere. Y'all help a player out. Help a player out with a thumbs up. We almost at the end of the show, y'all. So, hey, let's just go ahead on and get it. We have one. We have a Detroit. Let's go to Detroit. We have Detroit police officer. Detroit police arrested in the ICE raid by interfering in the ICE raid. Hey, it's getting real wild out here. Here we go.
Investigation intercepted and a federal vehicle allegedly damaged by demonstrators protesting an ICE raid in Detroit.
Yes, the chaotic scene unfolding Monday near Livernois and Joy. Now police are launching an investigation. Fox News' Ingrid Kelly with the latest.
People across the country have been responding to the kidnappings, because that's what they are, of individuals by ICE.
He must be a Democrat.
Taking place Monday near Joy and Livernois, where ICE officials say they were there to arrest an illegal alien from Honduras who had been removed from the U.S. twice. In fact, officials say the man fled ICE officers earlier that morning.
Their neighborhood being surrounded by officers with assault rifles.
As tensions ran high, activists from Detroit People's Assembly described what went down.
Federal agents got tired of waiting and kind of just busted down the door, dragged out one of the family members.
Once outside, activists say the person was put into an unmarked vehicle, which then tried to drive away.
Escaped with the detainee through a large grass field.
That's when an independent demonstrator decided to move in.
Hopped in his truck to try to cut off the
he was little. Hold on. Who the hell? I thought that was a little boy. That's a grown man that they pulled that out.
Field.
That's when an independent demonstrator decided to move in.
Hopped in his truck to try to cut off the ICE agents' trucks. He cut off the truck.
Why all these people sitting on the porch early in the morning or early in the daytime?
But there was no actual impact.
Detroit police were already at the scene because the federal agency requested they be there to keep the peace. Detroit police have now launched an investigation after this demonstrator allegedly interfered with the federal investigation.
As an organization, we don't endorse hopping in your cars to go try to cut off federal vehicles as they drive away. But at the same time, this is an expression of folks who are incredibly frustrated.
Detroit police took this demonstrator into custody, and another person was also arrested for malicious destruction of property of a separate federal vehicle. And that's not all. Detroit police then used pepper spray after protesters entered the street and approached a scout car.
We're not endorsing any, radical action as an organization, but at the same time, if people decide to take that on their own, we're not here to condemn them either.
ICE officials released a statement to Fox 2 which reads in part, "It is a crime to obstruct or otherwise interfere with an ICE arrest, and anyone involved may be subject to prosecution under federal law."
We got to start with the maybe. We got to start with the maybe prosecutor. If your ass interrupt, that's interfering in the investigation. You is under arrest, and it's a federal. It should be a felony. You should lose everything, your children and your little laws and your boyfriend and shit like that right there. We got to stop playing with people, dog.
And as this investigation by Detroit police continues, these activists say their work will continue also.
We as an organization, we as a community will continue to resist the fascist agenda of the Trump administration and their attempts to scapegoat immigrants.
So where was y'all when Obama was doing this? Huh? What was y'all little organizations when Obama was sending back people? I just don't understand. Well, I do understand, because you like who you like and you hate who you hate. So it's understandable, but that means that y'all play too much, that y'all really don't care nothing about the people. Y'all just be trying to do shit for social media and get your numbers up, which I ain't really tripping. Hell, if you get your numbers up, you get your numbers up. I'm just saying. Now, what else did I just have right here? Because I can't do this other one because it's a little bit lengthy, and I'm going to run over time, and I got to go ahead on and try to go get me some paper. I think that's all I got. That might be all I got here. Let me see. Got 222 with the thumbs up. 222 with the thumbs up. It ain't bad. Oh, hell, yeah.
Less than a week.
Damn it, I almost let it go. Shout out to everybody who like to eat out. Shout out to everybody who like to wine and dine and go out on dates and stuff, be letting other people cook for you. That's what's up. We have a restaurant employee who was seen removing dead rodents with tongues. With the things that, like, if you grilling and stuff like that, like with the two things and they pinch them together to grab your meat and flip your meat and stuff like that, like the things that be like on the barbecue grill, you pick up a rat with it. A little rodent, ain't nothing.
Week after being ordered shut for a rodent infestation, local 10 cameras were rolling, and what we caught on camera is jaw-dropping.
An employee hauling dead rats out of the kitchen, and wait until you see what they used to remove them. Here's Jeff Wines here with tonight's Dirty Dining Report.
How many dead rats are you going to bring out today? Huh? How many dead rats are you going to bring out today? Rats.
Just say no English, man. No English. Wait, what? Say it again, pimp. Uh-oh, my bad. Thought I pressed it.
Report.
How many dead rats are you going to bring out today? Huh? How many dead rats are you going to bring out today? Rats.
Just minutes after opening the front doors and start business of the day, caught on camera, out back. Stay. An employee using kitchen tongs to remove dead rat after dead rat, tossing them into a dumpster out back. There were 3 in all. This just days after Mei Fu was ordered shut by the state.
Mei Fu down.
Inspector last week finding rodent droppings in the kitchen.
But you're open for business and you're serving people food.
Yeah, we'll be clean.
Pulling 3 dead rodents out.
Oh, you speak English now.
Out of the back of the kitchen doesn't mean you're clean. I promise you that.
Mei Fu, located at 15030 Northwest 7th Avenue. That's near the Golden Glades. Last week, a state inspector was here based on a consumer complaint, ordered the place shut. State records show 70-plus rodent droppings found by the ice machine at the front counter, under cooking equipment, in a storage area. And during a follow-up visit here the next day, there were even more rodent droppings. Mei Fu was eventually allowed to reopen last week following a reinspection. And then a week later on Wednesday, there was this.
Where'd you find them? In the kitchen?
Yes, and then bring out.
Is that acceptable to you? Would you want to eat in a restaurant like that? You were ordered shut last week for the rodent droppings. The inspector was here. Based on a complaint. That was a week ago, which means the problem still exists.
Yeah, you made that moose. It's take time, you know.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
But you're opened. In other words, you should be closed, clean up the problem, and then reopen.
Just hours after we reported what we witnessed to the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, and inspectors showed up. And that same state agency that allowed May Food to reopen last week ordered the place shut again. The inspector saw a live rodent running under the cook line. Rodent droppings behind freezers, storage shelves, and around bags of MSG. There were rodent rub marks from their nasty coat on the walls. There was a roach issue. Tonight, May Food remains closed, and frankly, based on what we saw, it never should have been allowed to reopen.
That's right. Yeah, somebody got paid off.
In the first place. Jeff Wines here.
Somebody need to be fired. The food adjusters and the health department, people need to be fired. Ain't nowhere in the hell that they should have been reopened. You do not, and I repeat, you do not have a rat infestation, and in a few days, you good to reopen. You do not have a roach infestation, and then in a few days, you good to be back open. You ain't fixed the problem. That's just too fast. That's literally too fast. You have not even given the poison the chance to go ahead on and work.
Yeah, we'll be clean.
Pulling 3 dead rodents out of...
He said, but we clean though. Yeah, you cleaned up the dead shit. Yeah. Look at them, legs all over the shit. And what is killing the rats? What is killing the rats?
The back of the kitchen doesn't mean you're clean. I promise you that.
Mayfu, located at 15030 Northwest 7th Avenue. That's near the Golden Glades.
Said one live roach and 400 equal 400 roaches. Trying to tell you.
Last week, a state inspector was here based on a consumer complaint, ordered the place shut. State records show 70-plus rodent droppings found by the ice machine at the front counter, under cooking equipment, in a storage area. And during a follow-up visit here the next day, there were even more rodent droppings.
I could not work in a establishment that have roaches. No, rats. I can't do it. I despise rats. I hate rats, mouse, damn it, little things I have a problem with.
Mayfu was eventually allowed to reopen last week following a reinspection. And then a week later on Wednesday, there was this.
Where'd you find them?
So hold on. They were shut down when?
Here the next day, there were even more rodent droppings. Mayfu was eventually allowed to reopen last week following a reinspection. And then a week later on Wednesday, there was this.
A week later, you got 3 more dead. You got 3 more dead citizens, rats. Go ahead.
Where'd you find them? In the kitchen?
Yes, and then bring out.
Is that acceptable to you? Would you want to eat in a restaurant like that?
Don't say
you
nothing.
were ordered shut last week for the rodent droppings. The inspector was here. Based on a complaint.
Let me see this paper that you fanning around.
That was a week ago, which means the problem still exists.
Yeah, you made that moose. It's take time, you know.
Now you speak English, or now you understand English, huh? You didn't speak English earlier when we asked you about these rats that y'all be taking outside, huh?
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
But you're opened. In other words, you should be closed, clean up the problem, and then reopen.
Just hours after we reported what we witnessed to the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, and inspectors showed up. And that same state agency that allowed May Food to reopen last week ordered the place shut again. The inspector saw a live rodent running under the cook line. Rodent droppings behind freezers.
The rodents don't even know how to hide when the inspection is happening. He got to find better rodents. What is we doing?
Storage shelves and around bags of MSG.
And y'all know what'd be crazy though? I bet that food good. I bet that food good. Oh, jeez.
There were rodent rub marks from their nasty coat on the walls.
I can't do it no more. Move right along. I can't listen. Listen, Ming Chao Ling. Damn it, I think that was a name from Ming Chao. Hold on. Ming. Hold on. Is that racist that I'm saying Ming and Ming Chao? Ming Chao Lee or something like that. Damn it, what was the name of the spot? Ming. They ordered the closing. What is their little name? Summary of the board and yada, yada, yada. Operations. I'm looking for the name.
Last week finding rodent droppings in the kitchen.
But you're open for business and you're serving people food.
Right, hold on.
Fu located at 15030.
Promise you that.
Mayfu located at
Mayfu. Yeah. Mayfu down bad.
15030 Northwest 7th Avenue. That's near
Mei Fung Chow. It's Chinese restaurant. Ming Fung Chow. Hey, dog. Hey, man. I say just order your shit to go. Don't eat in. Do not eat in. You're gonna see some shit that you don't want to see. Get your food and go. Because you want to eat in like a clean environment. I understand if things are not cooked in a clean environment. That's different than eating in an unclean or unsanitary environment. Don't do it to yourself. Mei Fu, you say cook it at home, though. Cook at home and call it Chinese. That's what we do. That's what we do. But I'm trying to listen. That food be good though. Listen, the dirtiest, I think like the dirtiest kitchens and stuff like that right there, the dirtiest people, they food be good. Jesus. Now what is this right here? I'm gonna go ahead on and just give it to you. If they give me some pictures, what the hell done happened with the mama? Oh, it may be. We may got us one. We might got us old domestic love. We might got a little domestic love. Can I get the support around here in the doggone street? Shout out to Jay for the $6 cash shop. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Y'all remember, it is the first of the month. Pay your bills. Y'all got 3 hours. 3 hours. You may be considered late. Y'all. Please pay your bills. You don't want the late fees. Yeah. You say you want fried rice? You want fried rice? Is that being racist, or is it just reacting to what we see or what we hear? Hell, people pick at black people, but is that racist when they do it though? I don't think so. We got a situation right here. They say a man had done died. Going through a little something. A man had done died after a verbal altercation. I don't know if this is what is the thing called that I just said, a domestic love situation or not. Here we go.
Now we have continuing coverage of a deadly shooting arrest in Hampton. Gunfire echoed through a neighborhood early this afternoon, resulting in the death of one young man and another in police custody.
Okay,
but
so
the story doesn't end there.
Uh-oh.
More from 10 on Your Side's Cheyenne Pagan.
That shooting happened on Burton Street just before 1 p.m. today. The suspect's family is speaking out about what happened.
I went for help. I couldn't get no help.
Teresa Bailey says that the suspect in this shooting is her grandson, and the man who died is her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Bailey says that she had a temporary restraining order on the man who was killed today after he allegedly gave her a black eye earlier this year.
Also, he punched in the face.
Just had a restraining order on him. I took the restraining order off because I wasn't in threat of my life or nothing.
Bailey showed us this document where she says they were trying to get another restraining order against the victim just yesterday because of how she says he was acting towards her grandson.
I wrote a statement stating that he was threatening my grandson. He wanted to fight. The magistrate told me that if he didn't do no bodily harm to me, I couldn't get a restraining order on him.
Bailey then says she tried to tell the victim to stay away from her before the shooting, but says he still ended up in her neighborhood this morning.
I think he was coming to my house, but my grandson had walked to the store and he was coming back to my house.
Police were called to Burton Street and say they found one man dead from several gunshot wounds. Police say the preliminary investigation shows the victim and the suspect encountered each other while walking along the street and a verbal altercation ensued. Police say this altercation led to the shooting and they later arrested a 21-year-old Hampton man. They have not released the names of the suspect or the man killed. Lorenzo Jones says he's the suspect's father and calls what happened today self-defense.
He fired because he was in fear for his life. Everybody that knows him knows what type of person he is. He don't harm nobody for no apparent reason. This man was trying to hurt my child.
He adds that this all could have been prevented.
So your child did what your child's supposed to do, then he busts his ass.
They would have granted her the restraining order that they denied her yesterday. This wouldn't have happened today.
The investigation into this incident is still ongoing. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you the latest updates on air and online.
Shit, boy, I ain't crying, boy, if my son done bust a motherfucker and he wasn't fit for his life. Kill him. You kill him dead. You kill him twice if you have to. Because we don't play the little comeback game. Auntie got a little mustache and somebody liked it. Hell, back that thing up. What it is? Denied. She got a denied little slip right there. Damn it.
Didn't threaten my life, nothing.
Player tried to come on back round there. He was feeling, damn it, he missed you, sugar.
Bailey showed us this document where she says they were trying to get another restraining order against the victim just yesterday because of how she says he was acting towards her grandson.
I wrote a statement stating that he was threatening my grandson. He wanted to fight. The magistrate told me.
Yeah, probably drinking the shit too. Listen, y'all better stop with this threatening shit. I told y'all that these little young players, they got that found them. They don't mind using it. Oh, believe it me. See, they're not like older folks. A lot of us be thinking before we pull the scrap. You know what I'm saying? Stupid, but we be out here thinking and procrastinating. We moving slow. Them young boys is not with the plan. Here we go.
That if he didn't do no bodily harm to me, I couldn't get a restraining order on him.
Bailey then says she tried to tell the victim to stay away from her before the shooting, but says he still ended up in her neighborhood this morning.
I think he was coming to my house.
And he ended up dead. He ended up in the neighborhood where he ended up dead. I ain't even much mad at shouting. You know what I'm saying?
But my grandson had walked to the store and he was coming back to my house.
See, because a lot of times we could say, well, hell, the grandson was fighting behind that monkey. No, the grandson wasn't fighting behind that monkey. The grandson was threatened. His life was just threatened. He was walking. He was just walking on his lonesome, just a walking, and then he ran into a buddy. Now buddy gonna threaten him. He should bow. And what?
Police were called to Burton Street and say they found one man dead from several gunshot wounds.
I'd have shot his ass and went live. I'd have bam, went straight up live. You know what I'm saying? This just done tried me. Goddamn. This done tried me out here in these streets. Call the police. I'd have been on live. Call the police, man.
Police say the preliminary investigation shows the victim and the suspect encountered each other while walking along the street and a verbal altercation ensued. Police say this altercation led to the shooting, and they later arrested a 21-year-old Hampton man. They have not released the names of the suspect or the man killed. Lorenzo Jones says he's the suspect's father.
I say he did what he was supposed to do. We ain't gonna need much carry on. We ain't need much upset. We ain't need much heartbroken or nothing. Y'all gonna stop playing with people. Y'all really gonna stop playing with people. Y'all give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end. Other night, letting news around here in these doggone streets. Y'all, we were screaming everywhere. I hope that everybody enjoyed. I really, really did. I really, really do. Y'all please remember go around to the number 7 channel, number 4 channel, Accept and Agree channel. I did a video. Well, let me just tell y'all what I had done did. I did a video on the number 4 channel about the 3 big babies who had got denied from going into Club Mona down on South Beach in Miami. If y'all would like to see it, go around to the number 4 channel and watch that right there. And I should be putting that there up on the website too. I thought that I had done put it up there earlier, but I didn't. So you just got to go to the number 4 channel. Y'all go on and check that out. Blow it up. Make it go viral. I be doing stuff for y'all, but a lot of y'all don't be seeing some of the things that I be doing because a lot of y'all is hard-headed. A lot of y'all is real, real hard-headed, and you won't do what I tell you to do. You won't do what I tell you to do, so the shit is disrespectful. You is being disrespectful to me if you're not doing what I had done told you to do out here. Do what I say, not what I do. Ain't that what parents don't used to be telling you? Do what I say do, not what you see me do. Players, prostate cancer awareness right here. The Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here. Y'all make sure that y'all sharing this stuff, man. Let people know. Let people know. Share. Don't be afraid to share. Mr. Williams, I had a really good time with you and her tonight. Commentary is on point. Say I laughed and I cried. See you tomorrow. Say Joanna's out. I appreciate that right there. I appreciate you. Listen, man, thank y'all for the love. Y'all finna go out on the bounce. Y'all have a good one. I really do hope that y'all enjoy, because I did. Had a good time.